Lethal Weapon is like, no man, that's all Mel Gibson and Roger Murtaugh. I don't know what's really. It's all Mel Gibson and Danny Glover. It's all Mel.
He's so good at that character that he is him.
I would see Roger Murtaugh no matter what role Danny Glover
does. Saws is
even in Witness where he played the bad guy. Fucking Roger Murtaugh.
That's when he cracked.
Yeah.
And then Saws when he comes back together,
yeah.
you know, later on in his life, and he's trying to do good again.
And Angels in the Outfield is what he does with his kids
on the weekend.
Yeah.
Angels in the Outfield and Saw actually take place at the same time.
Hey guys, I am Gregory Angelo Alba.
My name's John.
John is here today with me to watch the trailer for the fucking show.
That's right.
This fucking show. Now, Fox, I just saw your trailer for The Exorcist. That was pretty cool. But I'm letting you know right off front, I'm already like not accepting of this whole idea.
Yeah,
There's a Lethal Weapon show. Oh my god.
This is a sore spot for you. This is very
This is
personal.
a very sore spot. You know I've been like actively coming up with a Lethal Weapon 5 idea.
Yeah.
Like,
this time it's personal.
this time it's, yeah, mine's really personal.
I know.
Yeah.
And now it's personal between you and... Is this
Yeah.
Fox too?
It highly focuses on Rene Russo's character.
Jet Li.
Jet Li comes back. I just don't think it's like what happened with Rush Hour, and hey, that shit's getting canned.
I didn't even know that show aired.
Yeah, who the fuck cares about it? Because
I
you know
wanted to
why?
see one
Because
episode.
Rush Hour wasn't about the amazing, you know, fucking masterpiece of a film it was.
That plot, though, that story is irreplaceable.
Yeah. It worked so well because of Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Yeah,
it's like what you say about the Point Break.
Point Break, yeah.
Yeah, like it's not so much about like doing the story again.
It's about those
characters
and the actors that play them.
Yeah, those actors, their chemistry together. That's what makes them like awesome films. Lethal Weapon. I don't care like what you guys thought of part 3 and 4. If you thought they were shit, they still got great acting in it. They have dynamic chemistry. There's just no way you can replace these guys. I'm sorry. I'm already really against this whole idea. I think they should still do Lethal Weapon 5, and I should pitch the screenplay.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
There are certain things where, you know, if you're not gonna do it the right way, just
I want it to
do
cross over with the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It's like remaking the Fast and the Furious and recasting
Actually,
Vin
Mel
Diesel.
Gibson in Fast and Furious would work.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. That's what he should have done after Machete Kills.
The original Mad Max himself.
That's in my Mad Max Furious movies
Furious
crossover.
8. Mad Max Furious 8.
Charlize Theron is in it. You get Mel Gibson to come back as the real Max, and he's fucked up now
Dude, that
for
is
too many years in the
brilliant.
desert and PTSD. And there you go. And the new Max in part 9 has to help them. Yeah, you just tease him at the end.
That was brilliant.
Yeah. Pay us.
Mad
money.
Max Furious 8. Let's watch this awesome trailer. I think Damon
Mad
Wayans
Max
is
Furious
the star.
8.
Mad Max Furious 8. It works perfectly.
You ready for this?
Okay.
You sure?
Really intense.
Then do me a favor. Don't miss. Because I'm not spending the rest of my life with some tube coming out of my mouth because you morons can't shoot. So let's do this together. 1, 2.
What the hell are you doing?
Martin Riggs, we're gonna make a great team.
What?
We got a DOA in Griffith Park.
Is the DOA dead?
Dead on arrival. Does it mean something different here?
No. I just want to make sure there's no one
Oh,
else left for you
catch
to
up.
kill.
Just you and me.
I've seen a lot of crazy people before, but this dude is in a class by himself.
Who is it?
Nobody is,
Hi, Martin Riggs. I'm sure you've heard a lot about me.
Not a word. We're about to have dinner. Would you like to come in?
No, he can't. He can't. He got stuff he got to do.
Come on.
No.
I mean, it does smell good.
Oh, it tastes even better. So, Do you have any kids, Martin?
I do not.
But you're married.
Oh no.
If you ask me to change, not anymore. She passed away.
I'm sorry, Martin.
I don't know
Dumbass.
if I can. She was a good one. Gave me something to live for.
Whoa, he was really crying there.
I need you to be honest with me. Do you think Riggs is dangerous?
Very.
LAPD, put your hands in there!
What? I didn't kill him.
This seems creepy.
What?
This man is out of his mind. Be safe out there.
Always.
What the hell did this guy do?
We questioned him. The guy fled, so we followed him at a
then he
safe
pulled a
distance.
gun on us.
Yes, and he
Right.
pulled a gun.
Tried
What
to
were
shoot
we gonna
us.
do? We
What am I
pulled a
gonna do?
gun.
You were 50 years old, Murtaugh, and still only a detective.
I like solving cases, not kissing acid.
Well, I like that for once they made a joke about an actor having to be like older than they actually are. Or is Damon Wayans really 50 now? I don't remember.
John,
What?
that was one of the most heartbreaking things I've ever seen.
I believe you.
Oh my god.
I feel really bad for you. I feel bad too, just I don't know it as well.
It's like, what have you done? You've turned Lethal Weapon into a Fox comedy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the rhythm was just off. Riggs seems like
A psychopath?
like Riggs is a psychopath. In Lethal Weapon 1, he's a psychopath. But he's still fucking Mel Gibson, so he's charming and sexy and all that. And likable. This Riggs, I'm like, this guy just seems like he's, you know, a real sociopathic kind of guy. Weird action hero moments. And then the back and forth between Murtaugh and like, Damon Wayans is just, it's my wife and kids meets a psychopath. Like, that's what it is.
Wants to be like 21 Jump Street or one of those movies. It's like, oh, we got big action, but it's also like banter comedy.
Yeah.
Like, these guys don't belong together. And I know that's like a traditional buddy cop formula, but
It seems
it
formulaic.
seems so wacky
it
here.
Seems,
Like,
it seems formulaic. It seems generic. There's just nothing to love about it. Like, it's
it
strange.
seems like they're really trying hard to make it cool or make it funny.
It's just Damon Wayans is like, I'm not saying like you gotta be fucking Danny Glover.
Yeah.
Just don't be Damon Wayans playing a cop.
Yeah. You gotta at least channel Danny Glover's spirit.
You gotta play
know?
a character right now, man. And at least the guy who's playing Martin Riggs seems like he's trying something new.
Yeah.
You know, he's not doing like, he's not trying to be Mel Gibson, but at the same time, I'm like, something about you I just don't like. Like,
Yeah.
you rub me the wrong way.
It's like he's too cool and he hasn't earned it. Is
He's
like
too cool and
how
he
it feels to me. It's really hard. Like if you have two beloved characters and you walk one guy in who, you know, again, it's like you're not really channeling the spirit, and then you walk another guy in who's like, I don't know you very well, and then just make such a big change and try to fill the shoes of that performance. It's Danny Glover and Mel. Like it has to channel the
be
spirit.
Danny Glover. It
Mel
has to
Gibson.
channel the spirit. There's no fucking like storyline in here that I'm like intrigued by at all.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, or do I just watch like random cop investigations all the time? Like there was a whole fucking like story about Mel Gibson's dead wife. There's a lot fucking going on in the personal lives of these characters, and that was the thing. They were also R-rated. They were dark. They got more comedic as they went, but the first one was really dark.
There's humor, but it didn't seem like it was stopping to be a comedy, whereas this one
Yeah.
seems like it wants to be an action comedy sometimes, and then like a gritty show other times than like a fierce
Well,
melodrama.
that was the problem that people had with the script of Lethal Weapon 4. Okay, now this is just a comedy, you know? Like, this is definitely an action comedy. I personally liked it, because I love the characters.
Yeah.
But it is definitely, like, the writing is a comedy. As opposed to Lethal Weapon 1 and a lot of Part 2, excluding Joe Pesci's character, the funniness just comes out of the natural parts of the characters.
Yeah.
You know, on a mission, an investigative mission that is intriguing. There's nothing here where I'm like, there's no investigation happening.
Yeah, I didn't get a
I'm like,
sense
I
for...
want to fucking find, like, Jessica Jones with the trailers about Kilgrave and all that shit. That was great.
Yeah.
This, I'm like, what are they doing?
There's gotta be, it's like I don't get a sense for what the investigation part is gonna be like, and then everything is at 11 in this trailer. It's like, okay, because in the beginning I was like, okay, this could kind of be cool maybe, but then once they hit a level, it's like, okay, it's getting surprisingly gritty, but then all of a sudden it turns into like, but he's sobbing over his wife because he loves her so much, and then it becomes like, all right, now we're cool, and like everything is so huge that it doesn't seem like. It seems like a cartoon.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You know?
I feel like they don't know what it wants to be.
It feels like somebody saw 21 Jump Street and tried to cram Lethal Weapon into that.
As much as you guys are going to be out there and say it's just a trailer.
Yeah.
Sure, there's always that. However, we tend to be right when it comes to these things, man.
And again, we're not saying the show is going to be that, because hey, maybe the show in a full-length format makes a lot more sense, but pretty much everything we've seen here, there's a lot less stuff we were psyched about than we weren't. And it's
just the thing is like tweak a few things and don't call it Lethal Weapon and you got a brand new show and you're fine.
Yeah, totally.
Like, you don't fucking need to just like try to like keep Lethal Weapon in here. Just like can a few things that are too Lethal Weapon like. Then you got a fucking new show. You don't have to make it Lethal Weapon. It's such a marketing show. That's my problem. It's a marketing show. Like, fuck, man.
My perception of this has changed over time, because I do really like it when people, if you're gonna remake something or you're gonna do a new take on a property, I like when people get weird and change it. Like, I'm one of those guys. But I've learned over time, and this is a good example of that, if you're gonna invite it upon yourself, because lots of scripts, especially for action, lots of scripts get sucked in and then turned into that property. So I feel like if you're gonna do that, you do invite people to compare it to the original one, at least a little bit, and when the spirit is off.
Yeah.
And it feels like the spirit is off here, you know? And that's tough, man.
Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in for this delightful video. If you're new to the channel, it's a major bummer. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe today, become a reject. I'm sure you will love us.
You're gonna love my nuts.
John is funny, and he has reasons to Jerry on here. And he is a witty writer, and he has Bloomhouse.com, which he's a social media manager of. Yeah. He is really on top of that. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Vine.
Oh yeah, Vine. We haven't shot any Vines.
We haven't shot any Vines in a long time.
Alright. Let's shoot a Vine.
Let's shoot a Vine.
Alright, we're gonna go shoot a Vine. What should the Vine be about? Comment below!